Hello, Noah. You're probably going to be the only one watching this video. Okay, so we are not typing today because as you can see in computer app, look at that. We're killing flies in the background. Okay, thank you.
There's one on the
Is it
what?
okay, no.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so you probably saw the talking about how to do centering, or discussion about centering assignments yesterday. So now we are going to talk about our assignments that we're going to do. So we have 3 assignments. So we're going to click on centering assignments. So you guys will go and click on centering assignments. It's a red folder in Schoology. Okay. All right. So there's going to be we're having flyer assignments. Are you in there, Lucas? So you're going to have 2 uploads here, and we're going to have 2 uploads in character education and strange rain assignments. So we have 4 assignments total. So the thing with Schoology, so you guys are using it in your other classes now too, right? Yeah. So what's cool with Schoology is it integrates with Google, okay? But we're learning Microsoft. So it doesn't integrate with Microsoft. So we're going to do our homework in Microsoft, then what we have to do is upload, okay? So if you click on like the flyer assignments there's 2 uploads. I have in there the instructions for that assignment, okay? So you'll have Microsoft open, you'll do your assignment, and then do you see where it says create submission or upload assignment or upload, what does it say for you over there? Submit assignment? So it will say submit assignment. That's where you'll click. So if you click on that, submit assignment. So you can't see it on my screen now, but you should have a gray box here that says submit assignment. So I can only see what's been submitted to me. So if you do that, it is going to, you would go to upload. Do you see upload then when you click that? And then up there is a little button that looks like a file. You see a microphone, next to it is the file. You click on that, and then you're going to be able to find that H drive. Remember, we each have our own home drive where we can save stuff to. If you click on your H drive, whatever assignment you did would be there, and that's how you upload. Okay? So when you're done with an assignment, you can't just hit share. You have to upload it to Schoology, okay? Everyone understand that? Okay. So let's talk about what the assignment is here. So we're going to go over this flyer assignment. So if we go back, so you should be on the screen I'm on. Okay? Are you there? Ethan, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So flyer assignments. You're going to create a separate flyer poster for each announcement below in Microsoft Word. So the first one you do, you're going to name as Flyer 1. Okay? And the second one's going to be Flyer 2. Pretty easy, right? So when we're in Microsoft, how do we save? What do we hit to save? File, save as, and then we can name it whatever we want to name it, okay? So you're going to use a font and size of your choice, but do not use fonts that type in all caps. Also, do not use Times New Roman or Courier because I just don't like them. All right, but one thing, people like to get too crazy fonts and then I can't even read what you type, like super cursive. So please, you will get points off if I cannot read it. So we're doing a flyer. So if you see a flyer, like go to the post office and there's a bulletin board there and you see flyers. What is one thing you notice that's different about flyers on that specific flyer? What happens? What do you see that's different? What do they use on the flyer? Pictures. What else? Quentin? Color. What else? Bullet points to organize things. But do you ever notice how like the title might be in a different font and a different size so it sticks out? Right? Everything's not like 10 point. The title may be 16, but the text is 12, right? So we notice that to accentuate whatever you want, like if someone's walking by and just not reading it, you might just say bake sale, and they're like, oh, that makes them want to stop and read the rest of the poster, okay? So you're going to add a graphic to the, listen please, focus. We're going to add one graphic to the top of each poster. We want that graphic to be centered, okay? and fairly close to the text below it. So in this case, we're going to get our images from Google Images. So we'll go to Google. Do you want me to show you quickly how we do this? So you guys should probably, so you're going to go to Google. I'm just going to type flower. Okay? I'm going to go to images. Here's all the ones I can use, okay? You can just right click and do copy image. And if you go back to your Microsoft page, you should just be able to paste and it should be there, okay? Most times this will work. If it doesn't work, you may need to go back to your Google image and do a right click, save image as, and you can save it into your H drive, and then you can upload it onto your your Microsoft Word document. But copying is going to be the easiest, okay? You're going to have less time into it if you do that. Does everyone understand how to get the pictures from Google? Yes? Okay. So let's go back to our assignment. So you're going to get those images from Google. Each line should be centered horizontally. So we did that yesterday by just hitting that center button. Or what was the shortcut, Quentin? Control-E. Then we are going to center everything on the page vertically. Did we do this last year at all? I will show you, okay? So under the page layout, so what does it mean to center vertically? Does anyone know, Ethan?
Center in the middle of the page.
So, right, so if we center horizontally, it's like this. So it's just centered this way. But if I center vertically, the picture is going to be down in the middle, right? Because it's going to be centered vertically on that page. So if I go to layout, then under page setup, I got to click that pop out there. All right, Lucas, are you watching up here, sweetie? Okay, we're going to click this pop out. Then under paper, or excuse me, layout, sorry, we're going to do center under vertical alignment. So you see now how it moved that picture. It's centered both horizontally and vertically, okay? So you're going to want to make sure after you have everything typed, I would do everything first and then worry about the formatting at the end. Type everything first, okay? You're going to just center vertically before you upload, okay? You're going to add a page border. Does anyone know how we do that? Any ideas? Under the Design tab up here, Lucas, please look up here, sweetie. Under the Design tab, there's going to be a page border. So you can add just a basic page border, or you can get fun and add different arts. Okay, you can change the size. So I have this at 31, but I can change it smaller, or I can do hearts. Okay? So you need to add a page border. Now, one thing I want to stress is that when you add a picture to your flyer, it should be relative to what we're typing about, okay? So if we're typing about scooters, I don't want a picture of a hot air balloon, right? Okay? If I saw a bake sale and then I saw a picture of crickets, I probably wouldn't want to go to that bake sale, right? So we want to make sure the photo that we're using is related to what we're typing about. So in this case, it would have been better if I had flowers, right? But I love flowers, so love and flowers go together. All right, so page border, and then you're going to save each poster when you're done to your home drive, right? We need to save it to our H drive. That's your first initial and last name. So Noah, in your case, you would just save it to your computer at home so you can upload it. Then we're going to upload the file, so you would just go again to that submit assignment and upload it. So you need to have, for the what? We're not going to, we just use whatever's there, sweetie, okay? So you will have to do two separate uploads, okay? So here is the text you're going to be typing. So the first one's going to be about a grand reopening celebration. And the second one, so that you don't need to do the line, but it's just separating the two. The second one's going to be about whole grain bread. So if my flyer is about whole grain bread, what would probably be a good image to look up? Bread, right? Okay. So that's pretty easy. So you guys can work on those. I just want to quickly go over these other two assignments. So if we click on the character education and Strange Rain. Okay, so what I've done here is you should see some assignments embedded. So these are what you're going to type. Strange Rain. You see how there's 4 photos here on this Strange Rain? So those are going to be 4 different photos about rain. You don't need to get photos that look like that. They just need to be 4 different photos. So remember yesterday when I showed you how to wrap those photos so you can move them around? You're going to have to do that for this assignment, okay? You're going to have to wrap those photos so you can move them in front of the text because we want our text to stay centered, okay? Then you're going to add a page. So you see that I have instructions down here. You're going to add a page border and then put your name in header. Does anyone know how to put your name in a header on Microsoft Word? Callie Jo? You just double click. So you see up here I have it open. I'm going to double left click and it says header. So I'm just going to type my name. And then what's cool is if I have multiple pages, I just double left click to get out of there. Oopsies. If I have 2 pages, it will automatically put it on every page within this document, okay? So we're going to put a header on there and then turn that in. Now, if you guys want to do fun stuff with colors, I'm cool with that too, okay? My main concern is that you just know how to center and put the photos on. The second one that you're going to do is this Cassville Character Education. This is from last year because of all the stuff going on, we don't have character education established yet for this year. But we'll get there, but we're just going to use this. So you're going to make, again, your name in your header. And I have kind of put here what I want your fonts to be for this one. So here, Tekken Pro 34. 80, oh, and so you have to scroll over a little bit. Okay, you see my fonts? So for your picture, I don't know if I've showed you this yet. Here's my photo in Microsoft Word. If I double click on it, I can add a page or a border around it. Okay? So you're going to want to do that when you do this assignment. You notice here that pride and patriotism and like all these words, they all are underlined and in all caps. Okay? So you need to add a page border again and a border around your photo. Different colors. And this Shine a Light, I want to show you this too. So Shine a Light is actually word art. Has anyone used word art? Yes, you have. Do you know how to do it?
I think so.
So we'll insert. Then where do we go?
Go to
Word art, right here. So she says word art. So I can click on that. Why didn't it bring me in there? Insert word art. There it is. Now, the thing about word art is you may need to wrap that too. You have to be careful because if I do in front of text, you have to be careful because you want it to be, if we look back at the assignment, you have to have it in a certain spot here, right? So we'll have to move some things around or maybe do a couple enters. Okay. And the last thing, so you would just, and you can change stuff, but if I just did that, I can change, if I wanted to change, oh, I don't really like that. I can change the way, or I can change the colors of the text outline, things like that, okay? So you can be fun with word art. The last thing is, and I know I showed you this last year, but remember we talked about, so if your stuff's not fitting on your page, you remember we did that when we typed our report? We would highlight, listen closely, okay? Highlight, okay. And then we'd go up here to this paragraph spacing options. Click on line spacing options, and we want this to be single. And then if you need to move up, you would do 0 and 0. And you see how now they're close together. But if you wanted to separate them, you could change it in that section too. okay? I know it's a lot, but I think it's stuff you guys kind of already know a little bit as kind of a refresher. Does anyone have any questions at this point? No? Just ready to get working on our assignments? All right, so go ahead and begin. You can open up Microsoft Word and let me know if you have any questions. All right, Noah, likewise, if you have any questions, please just email me and I will help you when I can.